Once upon a time, there were two friends named Sam and Emma who loved to go camping. One day, they decided to go to the beach for a week. They pitched their tent, built a fire, and went to sleep. But in the middle of the night, they were awoken by what sounded like screams in the sea. "I'll go investigate," said Sam. He grabbed a flashlight and crept closer to the water. There, on a rock, he found a glowing shell. Then, whoosh, out popped a giant seahorse. "Do you have any magical powers?" asked Sam. "I do," said the seahorse. "And you may come with me to the kingdom of Coralum." When Emma and Sam got to the kingdom, they saw fish that glowed in the dark and seaweed that sang. Then a friendly jellyfish floated over. "Are you the heroes we've been waiting for?" she asked. "The deep-sea pirate, Captain Gloom, has stolen our lantern of light, which keeps the darkness away. Without it, our kingdom will be plunged into eternal night." It turned out that to get the lantern back, they'd have to go to the bottom of the ocean, past the kelp forest, and through the singing seaweed to the whirlpool of wonders, and finally to the trench of echoes where Captain Gloom's ship was docked. Along the way, they met an octopus named Otto, who was the guard of the trench of echoes. "I don't want to go to the trench of echoes," said Otto, "but if you go, I'll go with you." So Sam, Emma, the jellyfish, and Otto set off on their quest. They traveled through kelp mazes, narrowly escaped whirlpool traps, and finally arrived at the trench of echoes. "I'm so scared," said Otto. "I'm gonna hide in your backpack." Then, "Ha ha, I got you," said a voice. It was Captain Gloom. His fish-shaped ship had turned into a submarine, and he'd captured them all. "Give us the lantern," said Captain Gloom. Just then, Emma took some sea crystals out of her pocket and made it rain. The crystals sparkled and shone, creating an illusion that distracted the pirates. In the commotion, Sam freed the lantern, and he and Emma escaped on the back of a giant seahorse. When they returned to Coralum, the whole kingdom was plunged into darkness. But when they brought the lantern back, light flooded the kingdom once more. All the fish and coral glowed, and the seaweed sang. And everyone, even a grumpy octopus, was happy to celebrate. They had a glowing parade. Sam and Emma got to ride on a giant seahorse, and they waved to all the cheering fish. Before they knew it, they were back on the beach with only a few grains of sand between them. They shared a pearl necklace as a souvenir. As the sun rose, they packed up their things. "I can't believe we saved an entire underwater kingdom," said Emma. "It wasn't easy," said Sam. "But if we hadn't been brave, the deep-sea pirates would be ruling the oceans in shadow. And that is why it's important to be brave, to stand up for what's right, and to never, ever give up." The end.